Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be taking a look at this Rolex Datejust 31, this one with a chocolate dial diamond hour marks with Ever-Rose gold construction, including the fluted bezel and President bracelet, reference number 278275. I'll be going over the case, the dial, the bezel, the crown functions, as well as the movement and the bracelet. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on these throughout the video. So starting off with this case, we do have 31mm case size from finger to thumb. That's between 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock positions. Also same from 10 to 4. Same 31mm, same diameter. You have the monoblock middle case with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure water resistance down to 100 meters or 330 feet. You have a full high polish construction here, all Ever-Rose gold. Ever-Rose gold being Rolex's own proprietary blend between gold or red gold rather, and oyster steel, making a very strong and very durable and also extremely highly lustrous gold that also maintains its color throughout its entire lifetime. So Rolex boasts that this is the longest lasting rose gold on the market, and I tend to believe them. It's quite nice, and I don't see this fading for a long time. And I've seen Ever-Rose gold from Rolex, like even older models, and there's literally no difference. They're incredibly resilient with their color fastness rather. And taking a look at the bezel on the front of this case, you have the fluted bezel, as is signifying of the sort of the history behind it. It used to be that it would be screwed directly onto the front of this case to ensure the water resistance, but you know, modern technology has deemed it, well, not all that necessary anymore. So they keep it as a mark of distinction, and it's always in some sort of gold. In this case, Ever-Rose gold to match the color scheme of this entire watch here. All right. And whenever you see this fluted bezel, you know that it's a Rolex. And speaking of the color scheme, we do have the chocolate dial sunray finish on it to give it that sort of sunburst look depending on the angle at which you view it. You have 18 karat Ever-Rose gold settings for the diamonds, as well as 18 karat red gold or Ever-Rose gold Rolex crown logo at the 12 o'clock position. And you have a date aperture, small on the dial, large under the Cyclops lens as part of the sapphire crystal on the front of this case. 18 karat Ever-Rose gold hands as well. All of this to prevent tarnishing, so it basically looks the same for years to come and throughout its entire lifetime. All right, you also have all these diamonds for the hour marks, incredibly easy to read at any angle. Doesn't matter, as long as you have some sort of light, it's very easy to read. Okay. Taking a look at the crown functions here for the 3 o'clock position, simply unwind the crown. If you're at a dead stop, about 20 to 30 full winds will allow you to get to the full power reserve. Rotate the crown clockwise at the first position to do so. All right, and once you start feeling the damping and the resistance starting to ramp up, you can just simply stop because you've reached the full power reserve. Rather simple there. Pull the crown out to the next position. You can advance the date forward by rotating the crown counterclockwise. It's about a quarter turn to advance it twice, so an eighth of a turn if you want to be more specific, but incredibly fast time, or rather date setting here. You also with the quick set, so you can do so at any time of the day. It won't damage the movement at all. Once you find yourself on, say, an irregularly numbered month, say April 30th, you can simply just move it forward one day, wait for the hour hand to scroll past midnight, and you'll be at the 1st of May, no problem. Pull the crown out to the final position. Note that the seconds hand does in fact stop, so you can then adjust the minute hand and by extension, obviously the hour hand as well. Set the time properly, and since there's no minute track on this dial, you will have to use the engraving of the word Rolex or the name Rolex on the inner bezel. If you can see it there, I think my camera's struggling to focus there, but it's there on the bezel. So basically, you can set the minute hand based on the position of the minute hand between letters there. And once you have it nice and synced up to an atomic clock, press the crown back in to start up that seconds hand once more. And screw the winding crown back tightly against the case to ensure the superior water resistance. So what makes all of this work? It's on the inside. You can't see through the case back, but you do have your gold contents worth here, so you keep the worth of the watch, certainly. It's the caliber 2236 made in-house by Rolex, meaning that you do have the plus or minus 2 second per day time differential after casing. As indicated on the front of this dial, you have the superlative chronometer certification printed there on this and every dial to guarantee that you have that exceptional precision. You have the center hour, minute, and seconds hands for the functions there, with the instantaneous date with the rapid setting and the stop seconds for precise time setting. All of those features I had just demonstrated with the winding crown. The oscillator features a Siloxy hairspring in silicon and high-performance Paraflex shock absorbers. So what that means is that you can get relatively close to magnets or circuitry and the like. You can also take a few bumps here and there, and it won't affect the movement, it won't affect the timekeeping ability of this watch. No problem there. Also, the bidirectional self-winding perpetual rotor is center mounted on the inside of the case there as part of the movement, so that basically you can just wind the crown using, manually wind the watch using the winding crown, power up the mainspring that way, and then once you put this on your wrist, it will continue to wind up to the maximum power reserve. Basically, all you need to do is just wear this on your wrist, and you don't need to wind the watch at all. That's what it means to be automatic and have the perpetual rotor on the inside. Power reserve for this watch, about 55 hours, so you get about a day and a quarter. So you can set this down very late Friday evening, and you can still pick it up Monday morning, and you can actually continue to wear the watch. Just wear it all of Monday, and you'll be good to go. You'll be back to the full power reserve. But just to be sure, pick it up again Sunday night. Just give it a good wind, and you're good to go. No problem there. While I'm zoomed out here, you can also see the bracelet here, the 3-piece link across with the semicircular links, high polish down the center intermediate links with satin brush finishing on the outer links, as you can see, all Everose gold as well. And you can see the semicircular link profile along the sides there, high polish along the sides, complete with my fingerprints, and satin brush finishing going all the way down laterally. All right, so this President bracelet basically combines the best of both worlds when it comes to the Rolex bracelets. You have the strength and durability of the Oyster bracelet because you have the 3-piece link across. You don't have so many tiny links. You have the sturdiness of 3 big links. And also you have the semicircular and very, very nicely formed underside of these links, very much like the Jubilee bracelet. So you have the additional breathability as well. All right, and you also have the concealed folding crown clasp exclusive to the 31 models and lower, and especially on these Rolex or these President bracelets specifically, they only have the concealed folding crown clasp. The reasoning here is to basically keep the clasp nice and sort of hidden away and give this bracelet a very good sense of continuity and just repetition, a good sense of design here. To open it, just simply lift the top of the crown and it unhooks very easily. You have the Rolex stamped logo on the inside, the hallmarks there as well to show that you have a full rose gold construction. You also have the same hallmarks underneath the lugs. I'm not going to zoom in closer because it's impossible to see on a camera. You're going to need a loupe to see all the details on the hallmarks. All right, and while I'm here, I'll try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on my wrist, at least 7 inches in circumference. All right, and so, Datejust 31, it's going to be small on my wrist, right? But if your wrist is smaller, say like closer to 6, maybe even 5.5 inches in circumference, you can still wear this watch, no problem. It'll be, better framing, and it'll actually be more, I guess, proportional to your wrist. It's pretty small for me. It's definitely the smallest that I could wear personally, and also it's more like on the lines of an accessory for my size. So keep that in mind. If your wrist is a bit larger and you want to just go, full accessory mode, this would be an excellent choice. The readability, looking at it face on, incredibly good because the diamond hour marks, they sort of disperse light rather than just simply reflect it off in a single direction. So you can see the time incredibly easily regardless of the angle of view. You have a very good overall form factor, so it will slide very nicely under a suit cuff. And, well, for my wrist, the lugs are incredibly, small. And, the lug-to-lug distance rather is incredibly small, so it sits on top of my wrist rather than, you know, sort of form-fitting to my wrist or going beyond the edge of my wrist. But that's not too big of an issue because the President bracelet is incredibly comfortable, feels good on the outside, feels even better underneath, especially on the wrist. You got to try one on if you haven't had the chance already. Plenty of breathability because the links are so small. There's a lot of space here among all of these links with basically zero tolerance. So for the entire life of the watch, the bracelet will maintain all the spacing consistently, so there's no way that the bracelet could pinch your skin, pull out hairs, etc. Feels incredibly good for its entire life cycle. And for this being, you know, basically all gold alloy, it's incredibly light. Well, that's what you would expect from a 31mm watch, nice and small on the wrist. You can barely feel that it's there, so do keep that in mind. But, you know, it's very good for, you know, if you need to carry it all day. But that's enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about the Rolex Datejust 31. This one with the chocolate dial, diamond hour marks, all ever rose gold construction, fluted bezel, and President bracelet. Again, the reference number for this one, 278275. Let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it or learned something. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit our store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below where you can get it for the lowest possible price anywhere online. If this one happens to sell, we don't have one sitting on our desk, we'll find one for you, no problem. If we don't have it, we can get it. Take care, we'll see you in the next video.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.